Mena bashki mena sagani batu se chikani bakwe shikan. Mena bashki mena sagani batu se chikani bakwe shikan. Mena bashki mena sagani batu se chikani bakwe shikan. Mena bashki mena sagani batu se chikani bakwe shikan. And I wanted a piece of blueberry pie, so I went up and I asked this guy, but he only spoke Ojibwe, so I had to say, Mena bashki mena sagani batu si chikani bakwe shikan. Mena bashki mena sagani batu si chikani bakwe shikan. Yeah, mena bashki mena sagani batu si chikani bakwe shikan. Mena bashki mena sagani batu si chikani bakwe shikan. Hey. Hoka hey. Mena bashki mena sagani batu si chikani bakwe shikan. Blueberry pie. And you have been listening to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha.
I am Michael.
And I am NanaBOOZHOO. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minawa. Hoa. All right. Good job, sweetie. Hoa. Yeah, good job.
Mina bashki mina sagani batusi chikani bakwe shigan. Blueberry pie. I sincerely like that song just as a song to listen to. I know, it's so stupid. I know it's stupid, but it's actually pretty melodic. How you guys doing? Bonjour. And welcome back to the show. Let me get rid of some of this text. I'm feeling sort of crowded. How's it going? Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the live stream show about Ojibwe language, culture, history, traditional sacred teachings, community building. What else? Internalized oppression. Internalized oppression. We're going to be oppressing you internally. Historical oppression, systemic racism, mockery from, what you call it? The mascots? Yeah, sports mascot mockery. We're going to cover it all today. Because what you have to understand, people, especially little kids, every Native American, we're all victims. Don't say that. What? That's what I learned in critical race theory. White man bad, Indian man victim. Oh no, here's another movie about we just wanted to live in harmony. And here comes what's his name? John Dunbar. Here comes John Dunbar and his merry band of oppressors. White man came across the sea. He brought us pain and misery. Anyway, maybe I should introduce the crew, huh? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, over here, once again, as she is every week, the lovely, and the talented Natasha. Ekadon BOOZHOO ini Mushain. Say hello, sweetheart. Hello, sweetheart. No. That's always cute when you do that joke. You're the only one who can still pull off the hello, sweetheart joke. I know, I don't know why that is. And over here, the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Ekadon BOOZHOO Niji. Say hello to the people. Niji. Hey. Oh, sorry. Are you sleeping again? Yeah, I was up all night. Oh, yeah. Michael had to stay up all night and run the water faucets. It kept freezing again. Yeah, you look kind of run down. I know, but water's still running. Yep. Got to 32 below last night. It's finally starting to, we're getting some relief. It's warming up to 7 below. Pipes should be good for a good hour. But when it's 32 below, your pipes will freeze in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So Michael was setting his little phone alarm to wake him up every half hour. And the pipes froze anyway. Yeah, but it didn't take long to thaw them out then. Yeah. I've been working in a coal mine, rolling downtown. Working in a coal mine. Whoop. I gotta slip town. But you know what, sweetie? What's that? Whoops. I'm going to accidentally shut off the stream. Let's see who's here. Shelly Ham's here. BOOZHOO, Shelly Ham. BOOZHOO, Shelly Ham. Oh, nice to see you. Welcome to the show. And Missy Charnley. Missy. Why does that name ring a bell? Because that's your cousin, silly. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, cuz. No, just kidding. What's up, Missy? What's going on, Missy? And Diane Swope. BOOZHOO, Diane Swope. BOOZHOO, Diane. John, the red corn, wants some pie. John wants some cherry pie. She's my cherry pie. Ba-ba-da-boo-doo-doo-doo. An 80s song about statutory rape of a young teenage girl. Warrant, you guys. I can't believe. Did you know that the BOOZHOO crew is still listening to that old Warrant album? Warrant? Why? They like that song, Cherry Pie. No. It's about blueberry pie, you guys. Mina bashki mina sagani batusi jakani bakwajagan. That's all I have to say. Nah. What am I talking about? Makkadesh kore. On kind of late, aren't we? Yeah, we're really late. We're on Indian time. Yeah, I couldn't, we got to keep, because on top of the faucets freezing up, the drain is plugged. And so we can't just let the water run. We got to turn on the water full blast every 20 minutes or something. So it was too cold this morning to go on. I had to kind of tend to the water faucets or the water pipes. I'm really sorry that our black fire, black diamond, out on the street for a living. Muckaday. What's diamond in Ojibwe? I don't know. Is there a word for a diamond? It's probably the clear rock or something. Black diamond. You can keep the blueberry pie, says Muckade. I got apples sitting on the counter. Yeah, I prefer apple pie, to tell you the truth. The blueberry pie gives you blue teeth. Who needs that, huh, sweetie? No, I don't want blue teeth. Diane says, hi, Michael. Hey, Michael. Diane says, Michael. Oh, sorry. Would you stay awake? Diane says hello. Oh, hey, Diane. Neil Guffey says, hands on, hands off, hands in training time. Hands on, hands off. Wax on, wax off. Today I would like to tell the story of the Karate Kid. Back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a Karate Kid. His name was Ralph Macchio. And the year before, he was in a gang called the Greasers. And they used to have like fist fights in the park with the Socias. And they called him Pony Boy or Soda Pop. Wait, who was Johnny? His name was Johnny. Oh, right. They called him Johnny. And so his mom said, you know what? You've already died once in this book. I'm moving you out to California where you won't be in so many fights. So Ralph Macchio and his mom loaded up the station wagon and drove out to California. And they move into this apartment building. And there's a kindly old... this is how racist I am. I don't know what kind of Chinese or Japanese he was. Whatever he was. Mr. Miyagi. He was a karate guy too. From one of those karate countries like China, Japan, Korea, somewhere. I don't know. I don't really understand. Not only do I not understand karate or karate, as dummies call it, I don't understand, countries. I guess Russia's going to war with Yugoslavia. That's what I hear. You better watch out, Russia. Joe Biden's going to come over and clean your clock. Try to invade our best friends, the Yugoslavians. Is that the right country? I don't even know. It's either Yugoslavia or it's not Uganda. Russia is on the border of I think it's Yugoslavia. That's the problem with being alive. You accidentally reveal just how dumb you are. It was the same country his son Hunter Biden had a job in, and everyone got mad. Like, why is Hunter Biden got this $1 million job working in the Ukraine? Maybe it's Ukraine. Maybe it's not even Yugoslavia. One of the BOOZHOO crew tell me. Hey, BOOZHOO crew, where's World War III starting? Is that Russia just went into, is it Yugoslavia or Ukraine? Thank you, Diane. What's Yugoslavia? I don't know. I think it's a country too. The Ukraine. Well, the Ukrainians are our brothers, you guys. Not on my watch. Me and Joe, we're going to go over there. Hey, you leave them Ukrainians alone. You want us to bring Hunter back? You want us to bring Hunter Biden back into your country? Then they should have just left Hunter Biden in the Ukraine. Russia would be like, this country's awfully sleazy now. A lot of crack cocaine being smoked in this country. We don't want it. But Ukraine, the painted egg country. Thank you, Ruby. Hey, Ruby's here, sweetie. Well, hi, Ruby. And Papa Wagosh. Where have you been, Papa Wagosh? Papa Wagosh is back. Yep. Hey, Papa. John Redcorn says, grandparents make us kids pick blueberries. Yeah, I used to pick blueberries with my grandma, too. And watch over us when we wouldn't eat any and make sure the bears didn't eat us. Yeah, I know. Old grandmas would bring you out into the, we can only come to this spot once every 4 years. I guess that's the way blueberries grow. And if you're like old style Indian, your grandma will know where the good blueberry patches are. And you're supposed to just sit on the ground and pick all the blueberries. Put them in the old ice cream bucket. Don't eat any. Because what? You're going to make pancakes later? All right, Grandma. Still ate some, though. It is the second largest country in Europe after Russia, which it borders to the east and northeast. So saith Papa Wagosh. Well, there you go. Papa Wagosh knows. He was in the military. Oh, really? Yeah, he served. Thank you for your service, Papa Wagosh. He's a veteran. Are you sure? No, I assume so because he says 0 fucks given. That seems like something a Marine or an Army guy would say. Sag mir, Furnace man just left. Oh, Zaga Maid knows what we're going through. Did your furnace crap out on you? It's coming, though. Spring can't stay away forever. We made it through February, you guys. Almost. Monday is the end of February. We're not out of the woods yet, but it's not like it's December anymore. Remember when we were complaining, oh, the winter dark of late December. I did a whole show on winter depression in December. Like, what do we know in December? Winter hasn't even hardly started. End of February. That's what separates the men from the boys. The women from the girls. Yeah, huh? Hey, Wisani here. Bonjour, Wisani. Wisani says, 14 people, only 7 likes. Okay, well, that's still a better approval rating than Joe Biden. Yeah. He's got like a 35, 40%. Got 50% thumbs up. I can live with that. And like at the same time that I'm really pleased with how the show is growing, you know, if we were a business and I had like a little chart, like not a pie chart, but that thing with the red line, it'd be going up. And we'd say, well, this month our profits have increased 50%. Our viewership has increased 50%. Blah, blah, blah. You know, in the last year, and actually, we've been doing this for 2 years. I think we've been doing this since before the pandemic. Wow, we've been doing the thing for 2 years. Was it 2 years in January or 1 year? You know, it's insane. I don't know if we've been doing the live stream for 1 year or 2 years. I think we've been doing it for at least 2 years now. I think it was 2 years in January. But, what was I talking about? The Ukraine. Oh, and the popularity of the show? Yeah. So, you know, the show is always growing. We're getting more, you know, super chats than ever before. Got a nice fat GoFundMe donation last night, you know. You know, everything's going good. But then I look at all these other channels and I'm like, I don't think they're shadow banning us. You know, but are all those other videos, I mean, like, we'll get on a good day, you know, 70 views, 70. You know, and then the very next video would be somebody else's, and he's got 10,000 views. I'm like, why? It might be because we're on for a whole hour. It could be because we're on for a whole hour. Because I almost never watch a whole hour-long video. I kind of feel like, well, he's not going to get around to saying the thing that he's going to talk about. He's just going to probably just sit and talk, which is what we do. Anyway. Shirilla says, 14 watching and 12 thumbs up. Oh, see, right there. We just got more thumbs up and stuff. How's it going, everybody? Bonjour, Gakina. Gakina. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the High Pressure Show about Ojibwe language and culture on this beautiful Neo-Gija-Gud, on this beautiful 4th day. Thursday is the 4th day. And I always find myself on Thursdays talking about my drinking days for some reason. Really? Why do you think that is? Because I always want to say, oh, it's Thirsty Thursday. Because that was a big deal back in my drinking days. Oh, it's Thursday night. Tomorrow is payday. You can even write a check. Because a bank will probably cover it by the time that check clears. You can go out to the bar, write a check even though you don't have any money left. Because tomorrow's payday. Tonight we drink. And you go out to the bars and you tie one on and you spend up too much of your next paycheck even before you got it. On Thursday, Thirsty Thursdays. Neo Gija Good. It is the 4th day. Go into a go. But I don't drink anymore. He don't get drunk anymore. It's not such a thirsty Thursday for me. Although I find myself pretty thirsty when it's 32 below. I know, I'm so dry. I'm peeing like every 10 minutes. Yeah, me too. When it's just dry and cold, it gets really dry. So you're constantly drinking coffee and water. And then you're constantly having, that's probably good for you. Probably, flush out the system. But I don't know. So, yeah, couldn't be bothered to think of a better Ojibwe word of the day. Minne, blueberry. Bushki minne sagani. It's like sauce. Batusi jigani bakwajigan is the word for pie, but it means like a folded bread or something. Blueberry pie. Minne bushki minne sagani batusi jigani bakwajigan. And that's the one word that I'm really glad I learned. Really, why? Oh, a day doesn't go by I don't have to use it. Just in regular conversation with some Indian guy. Somebody will be like, oh, doggone it, what's the word again? How do you say blueberry pie? And I just go, hey, minne mushki minne sagani batusi jigani bakwajigan. You're welcome. And they carry me around in the suites. Oh, thank you, Nanaboozhoo. Thank you for teaching us that word. It's so important to our people to keep the word alive. As long as we have our language, then we have our customs and we have our culture. As long as we have our ways, we will still survive, says the stoic Indian guy. I don't know. Ishkode could make a good word for the day since it's so cold. Okay, here we go. Here's another word of the day, you guys. Ishkode means fire. Ishkode. But a lighter, if it's like somebody comes up and he's like, hey, zagaswaina? Zagaswaina? Cigarette? Here's something that white people don't really know. I'm going to let you in on a little bit of the Indian experience. A lot of those homeless guys downtown, they're Ojibwe speakers. And if you ever hear, hey, Niji, somebody's going to ask you for a cigarette. Hey, Niji, Zagasqua? Ena? Cigarette? And if they want a light, they'll say Ishkodens. Ishkodens, it's a little fire, and Ishkodens is a lighter. Ishkode is fire. Feel my heat taking you higher. Burn with Paul Stanley. Heaven's on fire. That's right. Paul Stanley, guys. Hey, everybody! How you doing? I can't hear you! I can't hear you! He can't hear so well. He's getting old. But, yeah, so that's fire. Mukkade means black. And so this is a story about why Mukkade Ishkode, black fire, got his name. You see, in the Anishinaabe way, lots of times a man or a woman will get a new name. They'll be born with one name. Your parents will bring some tobacco to a respected elder. They'll say, will you name my child? And that elder may have a vision and name that child something. I name him Dances with Wolves. But sometimes people earn a new name when they do something so amazing that the community starts to see them as a new person. Well, that is what happened to black fire. You see. You see, Makadesh Kore was famous for starting stories as though he had a story to tell. He'd get all stoic and Indian-like, and he'd say, back in the days of the grandfathers. So this is why. I don't know. I don't have a story about black fire. I wish I did. I have a story about Black Diamond. Remember that song you wrote, Paul Stanley, Black Diamond? I sure do. I still sing it. Actually, doesn't Peter Criss sing it? No, we kicked him out of the band, remember? Now it's Eric Singer. Oh, yeah, Eric Singer sings the Peter Criss part. But you sing that first part. Yeah, I sing the part that's out on the street for a living and all that. Yeah. Paul Stanley. Anyway. Papa Wagosh says, fast for a Visionogo on a geek. I hate it when Papa Wagosh makes me read Ojibwe. Gi Igoshimo. Visionogo on a gi. What is that, a vision quest? I'm not fasting. I'm going to slow. I'm going to eat. Actually, we are kind of fasting now. We're out of food. We got to go to the grocery store. I know, but the pickup's not running. We got to walk to the grocery store. Put on your layers, sweetie. What is it? Oh, it's up to 7 below. That shouldn't be too bad. No, it's a piece of cake. Because we're almost out of coffee, too. Coffee. Makare mash kiki wabu. Makare mash. Makare means black. As in mush. Makare ishkode, like black fire. Everyone knows that. Mushkiki is medicine. And wabu is water, a liquid that you sip. So, abu, like naboob, abu. Liquids that you sip, like soup and coffee and wine. Now this wabu in their names. Water that you just drink, out of the bottle. We call that nibi. Nibi is water. Water that's like a lake, gamiwi. Oh, I learned something about the term Winnipeg and Winnibigoshish. Yeah. We have a lake not far from here called Lake Winnie. Winnibigoshish. And people are like, oh, what's that? Winnibigoshish means. And it's like, well, it's kind of like dusty waters. Like sandy water, cloudy water, or something like that. And this guy goes, yeah, like the word Winnipeg? Winnibigoshish. Winnie has something to do with water that you have a hard time seeing through. Or something like that. Anyway, they're somehow connected. So, bonjour to my comedians. I can't even say the word. To my Canadian brothers and sisters. Those of us who live in northern Minnesota, we're kind of like the redheaded stepchildren of Canada. You think so? Yeah. Like, we're not really Canadians, but rural northern Minnesota people are kind of cross-cultural, or more like Canadians than we are like people who live in Minneapolis. So I've always felt a certain kinship with my brothers and sisters north of the border. And I used to think, one of these days I'm gonna defect. I'm gonna go up to. I have a buddy who's got a place on International Falls. We can take a canoe across International Fall, that lake, and I'll sneak into Canada, become a Canadian. I could do the show from Canada. Why not? But then, all the political strife. I don't know if I'd feel so safe in Canada anymore. Canada's also got a weird thing about compelled speech. You can go to jail if you don't, if you tease the transgenders, and you don't, call Caitlyn Jenner Madame or something. You know, you get in real trouble up there. They don't got that freedom of speech like we do. Hey, look out, everybody, there's a fire. We're all going to die. It's a fire. Ishkode. I thought you were supposed to yell fire in a crowded theater. Yeah, I know. But I did anyway. Because of my freedom of speech. I ain't afraid of you, YouTube. Come and get me. Fire. Even that. I have the freedom of speech to yell fire in a crowded... Well, I don't know how crowded their homes are. It's probably not that crowded. But, you know, fire. Ishkode. Ishkode, everybody. Why do they say fire when they tell someone to shoot a gun? I know, they should say bullet. Yeah, there should be like 3, 2, 1, bullet. But no, they go fire. That's how I want to die. What's that? Firing squad. Why? I don't know, I think it's cool. Put a mask around my eyes, little, you know, cigarette hanging out. Do you have any last words? Yeah. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for your health. And they shoot me, and then my last act was kind of a ironic joke. That'd be a good way to... I mean, I want to do that when I'm like 200 years old. Okay. I don't want to face a firing squad just for making fun of the transgenders. You know, what? You're too sensitive for me to tease that you look ridiculous with a beard and eyeshadow. Those looks don't go together. Sorry. But whatever. Nobody asked me my opinions. I was the original ally. That's why I can't believe I get in so much trouble these days. Everybody got so sensitive. You know, when I was growing up, gay people had like a good sense of humor. You know, gay friends were the funny ones. Now, everyone's got so touchy. But I kind of feel like it's just like racism. Like black people don't get offended by the N-word. White people get offended by the N-word. You know, it's not like a bunch of black people said, "What did Joe Rogan say?" Whoa! You know, they're like, "What'd that nigger say?" It doesn't matter. But white people, hey, don't say that word. It's racist, you bunch of racists. Same thing with gay and trans rights. It's straight white women who are really touchy. You know. But in Canada, you can't not use a person's preferred pronouns. Really? I don't have the right to be rude? I'm going to just start calling people by the wrong pronoun. I'm going to call guys her and she, her. I'm going to call women he, him. You know. I've been calling Michelle Obama he for a long time. I call him right out. But, I don't know. Am I getting in trouble if I... It's America. Land of the free, sweetie. Home of the brave. Are you feeling brave? I'm feeling so brave. Yeah. Why go where it's colder, says Surrealist. Oh, you mean to Canada? Is it even colder in Canada? Yeah, probably. It's north of us. Yeah, I guess I don't want to go to... I don't want to go anywhere. I'm too depressed to leave. Never did occur to me to leave. But here we are. Living in the cold Northwoods. Anybody calling in today? I don't think so. We have any pictures we can show people? Got the George Bush paintings from yesterday. Yeah. These are terrible. I know. Looks like a kid did them. George Bush sucks. He's no Hitler, I tell you that. Yeah. What? I can't say he's no Hitler. He's literally Hitler. Yeah, so he's a good painter. I think people need to lay off on Hitler. He's dead, all right. You guys got to come up with a new bad guy. You say he's literally Darth Vader. He's literally, Stalin. I think the Hitler hate's been played. Sagame says, we go to a lake called Lake Winnie to harvest wild rice. Is it in Bina? Is it Lake Winnibegoshish? Most people just call it Lake Winnie because they can't. It's kind of like Bugunagishig. Bugunagishig means hole in the day. And there's a school in Leech Lake called Bugunagishig. But everyone just calls it the bug school. You start thinking it's a school for bugs. It's like, okay, come in. Come on in, ladybugs. It's time to learn your reading and writing. And arithmetic. The 3 R's. So, I don't know, sweetie. Not sure if I have anything to talk about today. Do you want me to get up there and talk up a storm? Could you? I'm kind of out of stuff to say. Sure, I'll get up there. All right, let me play that other song. Did we do the welcome yet? I don't think so. All right. If we're fast, we can do the crossover before the song's over. All right, Melinda, Natasha, get up here and Ikadon BOOZHOO and say hello. But I want to say, Miigwech Bizendawieg. Thank you for listening.
Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. We're happy to be here with you today to speak Ojibwe and learn about the language and culture. Everybody, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. BOOZHOO! Brr! 7 below 0. 7 below ho! Move up here a little bit. I'm guessing it is cold. Gaya Bay. Still cold. I think we got one more day to get through. One more night of 23 below or something. And then tomorrow's supposed to be better. But spring'll soon be here, and I hope it's not late. And me, get you money too. Let's see, what song do I want to sing? Gimmick Wayne Dane and do you remember? Gimmick Wayne Dane and do you remember? In a Ojibwe I say, for do you remember? Gimmick Wayne Dane means do you remember? Do you remember how we say, I will see you again? We say, Giga Wabamin, Minawa, I'll see you again. We never say goodbye. Never can say goodbye, boy. I will see you again.
Gigawabamin Nagaj. I'll see you later. Bamapi. Gigawabamin Bamapi. Bamapi. Later. Later, dude. But then, of course, there are some people we're not going to see again. Unless you believe in the spirit world. That's always the one kind of, silver lining thing. The reason why Ojibways don't say goodbye is that they always wanted to recognize that we see each other in the spirit world. If there comes a day, Minawanagozi, Gay winning. Minawanagozi? No. Yeah, Minawanagozi, Gay winning. In the land of everlasting happiness. They say we get reunited with Grandma and Grandpa and everybody. And your little cat princess or whoever. And that high school bully you were glad that died, but he was like a devout believer or whatever. Here's a heavy thought. Just to let you know the kind of things I think about. So I was praying this morning, and it occurred to me, this whole idea. I've never liked taking communion. I've never gotten a straight answer about what do you mean he died for my sins. That's like the main thing most Christians like to talk. He died for my sins and he was resurrected 3 days later. If you believe, then you are forgiven. And you get to go to the land of everlasting happiness. Okay. No, I'm not stupid. So, just in case, what's the harm in playing by their rules? Okay, is that the way it works? Got to believe Jesus died, accept it, repent, thank him or something, and then don't doubt? Can I choose not to doubt? But then it occurred to me at one point, how like Satanism has infiltrated every aspect of the world? What if he infiltrated Christianity? The Satanists have this word or this phrase. They always say, do what thou wilt. It's just the opposite of, the 10 Commandments. Say, thou shalt not do these 10 big things or whatever. Or do these things, whatever. Satanism is like, good, go have fun, do what you like. Do what thou wilt. Nothing will happen. Well, this idea that, I was washed in the blood, number one, sounds very satanic to me. I don't like that imagery. Sorry. Sorry. But just to my sensibilities, it seems very gruesome, very satanic. There's a satanic ritual where you wash yourself in blood. They pour blood in one of those old-timey tubs. Take pictures and stuff. Satanists, it's all blood. The adrenochrome, sacrificing children to Moloch. There's a lot of Satanism that uses sacrifices and blood. Then you go to your nice little res church, and it's like, hey, second Tuesday, it's time for communion. Everybody pray and drink this little grape juice and this little thing of bread. It represents his body and his blood. And don't worry, you're forgiven. So long as you believe. Don't doubt and don't question whether or not, wait a second, is this satanic? Is Satan somehow telling me, hey, no, it's fine. You can do what you want. When you die, God's not going to say nothing to you, no matter what you do while you're alive.
Because you said your little words, you drank your blood, now you're forgiven. So do what you want. Now you can do what you want because you're forgiven. It's like, really? I don't know. I'm not so sure it works that way. Maybe you still can't do what you want. You know? I mean, I'm not going to question whether or not God forgives. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. There's a lot that I need, an understanding, patient father to go, yeah, you tried your best, because I ain't perfect. I'm telling you that much right now. But, and it just seems like that one part of Christianity that people get kind of upset. People get very touchy. So, okay, wait a second. What if Jesus was just the Son of God? Whatever that means. But no, he was fully God and fully a man. What are you talking about? What's the Holy Ghost? Well, the scriptures say this thing. It's like, yeah, but in your own words. How come no one ever talks about the Holy Ghost? Seems like Holy Ghost is just as important as Jesus. If we're to believe that the 3 in 1, the trilogy, or not the trilogy, what's it called? The Trinity. That's a pretty name for a girl. Trinity. But, how come when I cough, I sound like a man? I never understood that. My cough identifies as a man. No. But, I was just thinking about some of those things. What if the whole story of the crucifixion and this idea that he died so we could be forgiven isn't some sort of satanic trick to make us not change our ways? Jesus was always about, hey, by the way, go and sin no more. If he was just going to die for our sins, why did he say that? He should have been, okay, you're forgiven, and do what you like. I'm going to die for your sins, so you'll be fine. My old man in heaven, he said, if I die, then he can forgive you. So, go ahead. Do what thou wilt. But I'm getting a message in the air. A voice in the wind asks me, do I fart like a man too? Let me tell you, I fart like a trucker who's been holding it for the last 100 miles. I fart like a teenage boy on a date who just left his girlfriend after going to dinner and seeing Flashdance and driving her all the way back to Hackensack. That's 45 minutes in the car of holding a fart. And then you let it out. See you later, sweetheart. Bye. Just, 10 feet down the driveway. Or whatever. Yep. No, my farts are not ladylike. My farts identify as a man. Whoa, girls, they want to have fun. Tammy Van Hugelsum. The girls would like to watch your cat when you go to France. Your friends from the live in Little Falls. Tammy, has Missy gotten a hold of you? Having a cat is the excuse for not going to France. I honestly don't want to go to France. I know that makes me the only woman in the world who hates traveling. But it seems like a big hassle. I don't want to go. I'm sure that people who go on trips, for them, they get something out of it. They learn. They grow. People come back with pictures and stories and everything's awesome. And if I went, I would probably have stories too. But my gut feeling is, I don't want to go all the way to France. Why? It seems very inconvenient to my schedule, to my morning routine. They're on a different time schedule there. I poop on a schedule. How is that going to work if I sleep during the day and I'm up at 9? Nah, thank you for offering to watch the kitty, but I don't think we're going to France. I might have to go to Ukraine. Is that where they are? Ukraine or... Nanaboozhoo's got me wanting to say Yugoslavia. La-di-da-di-dum. Okay. I'm going to say the Ukraine. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Sherila says, this is getting deep. I'm glad I have so. This is getting deep. I'm glad I have thigh-high boots. Yep. Put on your boots. We're getting deep today. I'm walking through the deep crap. But, spend my whole life thinking about the deep stuff. I get lost in thought while I'm in a live stream. Huh. You ever do that? You just zone out and start breathing through your mouth. A little bit of drool comes down. Anyway. All right, I better say a prayer. Asema. Tobacco. Get you wanna do. The guy we took a wishing. We need chi nana good a winderman. Chi udapadaman. Inu ke gashki katosiwan. Chi anji sadoyan. Chi apachite ayan. Chi anji sadoyan. Ke gashki katoyan. Chi te apachita wakayan. Chi kainaman. Oh no. Amen. A bang. Great Spirit, grant me the serenity to accept those things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Wisdom. You can be really smart and have no wisdom, and your life is a wreck. I hate to use Elon Musk as an example of a smart person, but people say he's smart. Oh, he invented all these fake rockets and stuff. He faked shooting a car into space. But let's say Elon Musk is smart. He has no wisdom. He cheated, Amber Heard cheated on Johnny Depp with Elon Musk. So he for sure caught something that night. And he named his kid something weird with numbers in it just to be funny. No wisdom. That's a bad example. But wisdom keeps out of trouble. Wisdom makes you know how to live right. Wisdom tells you the things, you can tell the difference between the things you can't change and the things you can. I can't change the weather. Yet. I'm working on an invention, no. But I can't change the weather. I have to accept that. But you need courage to change stuff. Everybody who's addicted to something, it's because you're scared to try to live your life without that thing. Whether you're addicted to coffee, or cigarettes, drugs, alcohol, a relationship. You ever get addicted to a person? Like, oh, I'm so addicted to her. I can't live without her. Think about her every day and night. Sometimes you get so addicted to a person, it's like you go through withdrawals when they're not around. You're physically, unwell because your beloved's not near you. You're addicted. You might as well face it, you're addicted to love. Might as well face it. But, I don't know. Anyway, and the wisdom to know the difference. What do you have to accept? And what do you have to change? All right, I'm going to go back. Boop.
Okay, BOOZHOO.
Hi, sweetie.
You ready to come home?
Yeah, would you pick me up?
You got it. Hang on, I'm going to scan for your coordinates.
Okay.
1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you, sweetie.
How is it outside?
Well, the sun's out, but it's really cold.
Yeah. Oh well, can't last forever.
I know. Burgesson. Well, everybody, what did we learn today?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Mina bashki mina sakani, batusi chikani, bakwe shikan is blueberry pie. And I will see you again. Giga Baba Min. Minawa. We say like 10 times and per show.
Yeah, that's the one phrase everybody knows.
Yeah. Maybe we call the new show Giga Waba Min Minawa. And we learned that today is Neo Gisha Good, the 4th day, Thursday. I told the Serenity Prayer in Ojibwe.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Started thinking about the Trinity and the whole kind of, what do you call it? It's not really a mystery.
A mystery of what?
Of the whole crucifixion, resurrection, Jesus dying for your sins, forgiveness. And me wondering if that wasn't a satanic deception to make people think they could keep sinning.
Probably is.
I know, right? Neo Gisha God, the 4th day, Thursday. But what do I know? If you'd like to support the show, just you can support us at our Patreon page. There's a click you can click in the description, in the link in the description. We also have a PayPal. If you want to give us a tip, buy us some breakfast. We also have a GoFundMe and raising money on Miigwech for the GoFundMe last night, if you're watching today. And Michael Lyons has some books for sale, for sure. Books like an English Ojibwe coloring book. We gotta get rid of that picture. This is only part of a picture. It looks like the world's most boring coloring book picture. But a coloring book that teaches Ojibwe language. These are some of the drawings. 2 pictures of butterflies. Memengwa. But here's some pictures. And there's a lot of Ojibwe in it. And it's pretty reasonably priced. And if you don't like to color, and who doesn't like to color? I don't know. We also have BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. It's a book that teaches a certain amount of animal names. Hello, Gigawabamin Minawa. This phrase is in this book. Gigawabamin Minawa. I will see you again. But that's for sale too.
and many other books, comics, coloring books, and a cartoon autobiography. What is that autobiography called again? You know what it's called. That's right. Rockstar cartoonist. Ladies and gentlemen, a rockstar cartoonist. You want to add anything before I sign out? No, that was pretty good, though. All right. Well, everybody, how about you? You want to say anything? Just told him I said thank you. Nanaboozhoo says miigwech. And I would like to say miigwech gonna wabi egg. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is Nanaboozhoo. Okay, BOOZHOO. This is Michael Lyons. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow. And I will see you again. Giga Waba Min. Minoa. Sweetie, one to teleport. Make it so. Number 1. See you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Surrealist. I just saw that. I didn't see it before. Surrealist, give us a super chat. $50. Hey, miigwech. Gee, miigwech. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Let's go to Country Kitchen. I think she wants us to turn up the heat. Okay. Let's do both. All right. Miigwech.